Hey everyone, welcome back to Ingredients, the channel where we don't trust the front label, we read what's inside. If you've ever stood in a supermarket aisle staring at a bread packet that says Zero Maida, Multigrain, Healthy, and wondered, is this actually good for me or just smart marketing? Then this video is for you. Today, I'm reviewing Health Factory Zero Maida Multigrain Bread, one of the most talked about breads in the healthy category. I'll break this down exactly how I always do by looking at the ingredients, understanding what they do to your body, and finally answering one simple question. Is this bread worth eating regularly? Let's start with the biggest claim, Zero Maida. And yes, this bread actually stays true to that promise. There's no refined wheat flour here. Instead, the base is whole wheat flour, which already makes it better than regular white bread because it retains fiber and supports slower digestion. That's a good first step. Now, let's talk about the multigrain part, because this is where things get interesting. This bread includes grains like oats, barley, ragi, and other millets. These grains add variety, and more importantly, they add different types of fiber, minerals, and complex carbs. From a gut health perspective, this diversity is a big plus, because your gut bacteria thrive on variety. What I also like is the presence of seeds, things like flaxseed and sometimes sunflower seeds. These contribute healthy fats and a bit of plant protein, which helps with satiety. In simple terms, this bread is more likely to keep you full compared to plain white bread. Now let's pause for a second and talk about what's not here, because that matters just as much. There's no added refined sugar listed, no hydrogenated fats, no artificial color. And that's honestly refreshing in a packaged bread category, where shortcuts are very common. Of course, this is still a packaged product, so we do see yeast and preservatives to maintain shelf life. But the preservatives used here are standard and within safe limits, not the aggressive kind that raises red flags for daily consumption. This is where I put on my balanced realist hat. Perfection doesn't exist in packaged food, but smarter choices do. From a gut health angle, this bread performs fairly well. The fiber from whole grains and millets supports digestion, and because it's not Maida heavy, it's less likely to cause bloating for most people. That said, if you're gluten sensitive, remember this is still wheat-based, so listen to your body. Taste-wise, it's mildly nutty, slightly dense, and not overly soft like white bread. Personally, I see that as a good sign. Ultra-soft bread often means ultra-processed. This one feels more grounded and filling, especially when toasted. So let's answer the big question, is it healthy? I'd say this bread is a good everyday option if you're trying to move away from white bread and make more ingredient-aware choices. It's not a miracle food, but it's honest, cleaner than most alternatives, and aligned with what a healthy bread should actually be. Now for the final rating based on ingredient quality, gut friendliness, and overall transparency, I'd rate Health Factory's Zero Maida Multigrain Bread an 8 out of 10. It loses a couple of points only because it's still packaged and not freshly baked, but within its category, it's doing a solid job. If this video helped you look at bread a little differently, give it a like, it really helps the channel. And if you want me to review a specific food product next, drop the name in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Ingredients, because the more we understand what we eat, the better choices we make one ingredient at a time.